They call it a homeowners association, but sometimes it feels more like a homeowners ambush. Every year, thousands of homeowners are tricked, bullied, and intimidated into paying fines and fees that never should have existed in the first place. Mysterious maintenance charges, hidden violation penalties, even bogus late fees for bills you already paid. And the worst part, it's all hidden behind official letters stamped with authority, the kind that make most people pay first and ask questions never. But not anymore, because today we're pulling the curtain back. These are the 5 biggest HOA scams that homeowners keep falling for, and exactly how you can spot them before they hit your wallet. So before you send another check, before you repaint that fence, or apologize for something you didn't even do, watch this. Because once you learn what really goes on behind those HOA doors, you'll never look at that violation notice the same way again. Here's the truth most homeowners never hear. HOAs weren't designed to be your enemy. When they started decades ago, they were meant to protect property values and keep neighborhoods clean. But somewhere along the way, something changed. Power, money, and control took over. And what used to be a group of friendly volunteers turned into many dictatorships with letterheads. I've seen it too many times. A family fined hundreds of dollars for a non-compliant flower bed. A veteran told to remove his flag. A widow charged monthly fees for a fence that never existed. The pattern is always the same. The HOA uses vague rules, hidden clauses, and fear tactics to make you comply or pay. And when you question them, they bury you in paperwork, threats, and official notices. It's a system built on silence, and most homeowners stay quiet because they think they have no choice. But once you understand the scams behind the structure, you'll see how fragile their power really is. Because here's the dirty secret. Most HOAs rely on intimidation, not law. Their authority collapses the moment you know your rights, their procedures, and where they've bent the rules. And that's exactly what we're exposing today. From fake fines to secret service charges and even illegal liens, these are the 5 scams that keep homeowners paying out of fear instead of fairness. So take a breath, grab your violation letters, and get ready, because what you're about to learn could save you thousands and a lot of stress. Scam number 1, the phantom fine trick. When your HOA charges you for something that doesn't even exist, it starts the same way for almost everyone. You walk out to the mailbox, pull out a white envelope with your HOA's logo, and inside you see it. Notice of violation. Maybe it's for unapproved landscaping or a fence discrepancy. Sometimes it's something as absurd as untrimmed grass near community walkway. The fine? $100, maybe $250. But here's the kicker. It's completely fabricated. No inspection report, no time-stamped photos, no written proof. Just a letter with an amount and a threat. Failure to pay may result in additional penalties or legal action. That's the phantom fine trick, one of the oldest and most profitable HOA scams still running today. See, most HOAs rely on one simple thing: fear. They know the average homeowner doesn't want drama. You've got work, kids, bills. The last thing you want is a fight with your own neighborhood board. So most people just pay. And that's exactly what the HOA wants. Because once you pay even one phantom fine, you've set a precedent. You've told them you'll comply, even without proof. Here's what most homeowners don't know. In nearly every state, HOAs are legally required to provide evidence before enforcing a fine. That means they must document the violation,
include the date, the rule violated, and the method of inspection. If they skip any of those steps, the fine is invalid. But HOAs rarely expect you to call them out on it. I once read a case out of Arizona. A homeowner was fined over $900 for unauthorized driveway oil stains. He demanded photographic proof, the inspection date, and the specific bylaw section. The HOA couldn't produce a single document. The result? Every fine was erased, and the HOA had to issue a written apology. And yet thousands of homeowners never question it. They pay, they repaint, they replant, they obey. And the HOA keeps the scam rolling. So here's how you protect yourself. Every time you receive a violation notice, calmly respond in writing. Please provide the photographic evidence, inspection record, and the specific bylaw clause supporting this alleged violation. That one sentence turns the tables instantly. Because HOAs hate paper trails, and when you demand one, they panic. It's not about being rude or rebellious. It's about demanding transparency. The phantom fine trick only works if you stay quiet. So the next time that envelope lands in your mailbox, don't pay for a ghost. Ask for proof and watch the scam disappear. Scam number 2, the maintenance fee mirage. When your HOA says it's for repairs, but nothing ever gets fixed. You've seen it on your HOA statement 100 times. Monthly maintenance fee, $125. Community repair fund, $200. Sounds reasonable, right? After all, they need to maintain the neighborhood, mow the lawns, fix the lights, repaint the gates. But what if I told you that in thousands of HOA communities across the country, that money never actually goes where they say it does? Welcome to the maintenance fee mirage, the second biggest scam HOAs quietly pull off every single month. Here's how it works. The HOA board collects money under maintenance, repairs, or infrastructure improvements. They promise it'll cover landscaping, pool repairs, street lights, all those shared spaces you rarely use but still have to pay for. But behind the scenes, those funds are often redirected, used for attorney retainers, administrative bonuses, consulting fees, or even luxury upgrades for board members' pet projects. One Florida HOA association was exposed when residents found out their so-called maintenance fund was being used to pay for the president's private home security cameras. Think that's rare? It's not. In California, an HOA charged residents $250 a month for landscaping improvements. But after 3 years, not a single new plant, no fresh paint, no paving repairs. Residents finally demanded to see the financial statements, which by law, HOAs must make available to all members. What they found was shocking. Tens of thousands spent on administrative consulting to a company owned by one of the board members' relatives. And that's the secret. Most HOAs never ask for records. They assume the money is being handled properly. But in many states, you have the right, the legal right, to inspect HOA budgets, reserve funds, and even transaction records. It's your money. You're paying for the community's upkeep, not their side hustles. Here's what you can do right now. Step 1. Send a written request for the HOA's latest annual budget and reserve fund report. Step 2. Ask specifically for maintenance and landscaping expenditures broken down by vendor. Step 3. Compare it with what you actually see in your neighborhood. If the HOA says $30,000 went to landscaping, but your lawns look like a desert, something's wrong. Don't let them intimidate you with jargon like proprietary or classified financials. That's your neighborhood, your money, your right to know. The maintenance fee mirage works only if you keep trusting blindly. Start asking questions, and you'll be amazed how quickly that mirage starts to fade. Scam number 3, the attorney fee ambush. How HOAs secretly turn a $50 fine into thousands in legal debt. You check your mailbox and see that dreaded envelope again. Violation notice. This time it's something small. Maybe your grass was a little too tall, or your trash bin sat out an extra day. You sigh, read the $50 fine, and think, whatever, I'll handle it later. But a month later, boom, you get another letter. Only this time, the fine isn't $50 anymore. It's $480. And at the bottom, a chilling line. Includes legal fees and administrative costs. Wait, legal fees? You never even spoke to a lawyer. Here's the scam. Many HOAs hire collection law firms that profit by piling on fees every time they send you a notice, reminder, or threat. These lawyers don't represent you. They represent the HOA, but you end up footing their bill. It starts innocent, like, "We've referred your case to our attorney." But in the fine print, it says, "All legal costs incurred by the association shall be the responsibility of the homeowner." That's where they trap you. Suddenly, every letter costs you $75. Every update, another $100. By the time you realize what's happening, a minor violation has snowballed into thousands of dollars, and you're being threatened with a lien on your home. In Arizona, a homeowner shared how a $200 landscaping fine turned into a $4,700 bill once legal fees were tacked on. The law firm never went to court, they just sent form letters. Yet the HOA insisted she owed it all. This happens because Boyds often rubber stamp attorney involvement without a formal vote. And here's the truth. If the HOA didn't properly authorize that legal action in writing, or if the law firm didn't follow due process, those fees are not legally collectible. Here's what you do instead of panicking. 1. Request an itemized statement of all charges, every hour, every letter, every fee. 2. Ask for the board meeting minutes that show when and how they approved the attorney's involvement. If they can't produce either, respond calmly that you dispute all legal charges due to lack of proper authorization. That one single move can freeze the collection process cold. Because no lawyer wants to get caught overbilling or acting without official approval. Remember, intimidation is their weapon. Transparency is yours. When you shine a light on the hidden math behind those fees, the whole scare tactic collapses. That's scam number 3, the attorney fee ambush, the quiet trick that turns homeowners into ATM machines until someone like you says, "Prove it." Scam number 4, the privacy trap, how HOAs spy, stalk, and profit off your data. It starts small, a friendly email from your HOA portal. Please update your contact information for community safety. Seems innocent, right? But what most homeowners don't realize is that every time you log in, pay dues online, or fill out a violation appeal form, your personal data is being harvested, tracked, and sometimes sold, all under the HOA's name. This isn't paranoia, it's policy.
Many management companies partner with third-party apps that store your name, phone number, address, payment history, even the frequency of your complaints. Some even monitor license plate data through gate cameras or parking permit systems. And buried deep in the fine print, by using this platform, you consent to data sharing with our service partners. Those partners can include analytics firms, insurers, or even local vendors who pay for access to resident insights. So while you think you're just logging in to check your balance, the HOA's tech stack might be quietly building a digital profile of your life. When you're home, when you're not, and what you complain about most. Here's where it crosses the line. A Colorado homeowner discovered her HOA board president was using security camera footage to track which residents attended meetings critical of him. In Texas, another HOA's community safety app exposed residents' names, addresses, and vehicle details online, indexed by Google for months. No one told them, no one asked permission. Why? Because HOAs claim they're private entities, not bound by the same transparency or data protection laws as government agencies. That loophole lets them gather and store your information indefinitely, often with no cybersecurity policy at all. And when a management company changes hands, your data, your payment records, emails, even photos can be sold along with the contract to the next firm. You become just another asset. Here's how to protect yourself. Opt out of app-based payment systems. Pay by check if possible. Request the HOA's data handling policy. Most don't have one, which tells you everything. demand deletion of your information when switching platforms or after you sell your home. Because privacy isn't paranoia, it's protection. Your HOA may control the lawns and gates, but they have no right to control your personal life. That's scam number 4, the privacy trap. The invisible invasion where homeowners lose not just money, but their right to be left alone. Scam number 5, the board's double standard game, when favoritism decides who gets fined and who doesn't. Ever wonder why your neighbor can build a backyard gazebo, but you get fined for a bird bath? It's not a mistake, it's favoritism. Many HOA boards are made up of volunteers with friends, allies, and grudges. And when those people hold the power, enforcement becomes personal. Some homeowners get warnings, others get slammed with fines. That's not enforcement, that's manipulation. The scam? They use rules as weapons to reward their favorites and punish anyone who dares to question them. You might think it's just petty, but it's strategic. The HOA knows most people won't fight back because it feels like a lost cause. But legally, this kind of selective enforcement, especially when it's personal, can void their authority entirely. If you can prove bias or inconsistency, you can not only overturn fines, you can expose the board's corruption. The key is documentation. Dates, photos, correspondence. When you show a pattern of rules for some, excuses for others, you've uncovered the rot inside the HOA system. That's scam number 5, the board's double standard game where power turns into personal politics and your only defense is shining a light on their hypocrisy. Outro. Take back your power. So now you know, the truth your HOA desperately hoped you'd never figure out. Those rules they throw at you? Half the time they're smoke and mirrors, designed to intimidate, confuse, and control. From inflated fees and shady fines to secret data collection and timing tricks, every scam follows the same pattern. Power over people who don't know they have a choice. But you're not one of them anymore. You've seen behind the curtain. You've learned how to read their bylaws, spot their scams, and challenge their authority using their own paperwork. That's not rebellion, that's real ownership. Because being a homeowner isn't about following orders from a board. It's about protecting what you've earned, your home, your privacy, your dignity. So next time an HOA letter shows up in your mailbox, don't flinch, don't panic. Pause, then smile, because now you know how the game works. If this opened your eyes, hit that like button so more homeowners can wake up too. And make sure to subscribe because this was just the beginning. The next episode dives even deeper into real cases where homeowners fought back and won. Remember, knowledge isn't rebellion, it's self-defense. Take back your power. Take back your home.